11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome on into the Put It in the Book Show, Season 7, Episode number 20, where we are going to talk about the red hot, scorching, sizzling New York Metropolitans. That's what's going on. That's what the show is going to be
Super
about.
caliente. You're in a happy mood. You're in a happy mood.
Damn right.
You're texting us at like 6:30 or 7 in the morning. When's the show? When we doing the show?
Let's go.
Wow. You were ready to talk. You were ready to talk Mets today, huh?
I'm ready.
When you sent that text this morning, were you taking a dump?
I think
classy.
No.
Oh, very classy. Good question.
Afterwards. No.
You don't have to answer that.
Why not? I could think back on my day.
Choose. Make a choice here, okay? Make a good choice. I don't want to be the cop here, but make a smart choice, young man.
Okay. Yes. No. Yeah. Absolutely. Correct. All right.
Welcome.
As always, I got Keith posted outside of big old Shea. What's going on, sir?
Bringing some of that 86 fever with me. Ooh, this is a 100-win team that slipped a little bit in the beginning. The way they're playing.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just like a Met fan, all of a sudden, this is a 100-win team.
I'm just saying.
That all of a sudden,
let me give you a little fun fact. Since June 1st,
he's going to give us a nugget.
Second best team in all of baseball with a 627 winning percentage. If we would have played that way all year, we would have won 100 games.
Okay.
Freaking Lindor, that bum.
Let's fucking.
Stupid Lindor.
I'm sorry, it's Lindor's fault, right?
It is, absolutely.
It's absolutely.
This guy's a lousy player.
This is amazing.
All right. Keith, thank you very much for those
nonsensical words.
No, he's right. You know, you got to forecast this stuff out. You see, this is exactly what. This is exactly what happens. Remember how I always say if we start off bad, it's illuminated at the beginning, but if that kind of streak happens somewhere in the year, it's okay.
It's forgotten.
We're a 100-win team
because we're Met fans.
Yeah, well, shit. I'll take 90-win baseball, baby.
We're gonna hit 90 wins at this rate for sure.
Okay. Let's calm it down because excitement is happening right now, and you know,
and that's your fault, Farace, because you started it this morning, and you're making him get that way.
You know, once upon a time, I was called poop and milk. Now I'm too confident. Now I'm overly excited about a team.
You're always going to be poop and milk to me, Farace.
Oh, wait a second. I do have
the poop in my milk.
It's Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, we haven't introduced you.
We haven't.
What's going on, sir? How's life?
Great.
How's it hanging? Everything is
awesome. Hunky dory. When the Mets are winning,
team play 90-win baseball.
I'm enjoying a very competitive baseball team.
I'm loving it.
You know,
love it. You gotta love it. All right, listen. Cheers to him because it started with this guy. Most of it started with this guy.
The Diamondbacks have been the best team in baseball since June 1st.
Yeah, and what we do to them?
We took care of business, bro.
And now we're right on their butt. You know, guys, we're not far from being the number one wild card team.
Excuse me, it's not time to start the show yet. We're not through the intros. Let's reel up.
Sorry.
See the excitement. The excitement is all over the place. See?
That's your fault. You did it again.
I'll take the blame for this.
Can I throw another quick pre-intro fact out there?
Nugget? Yeah.
Nugget? The Yankees are the 19th best team since June 1st.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good.
there's a certain somebody who's not here today. He's off gallivanting at Halloween Horror Nights, having fun or something like that. So there's no knocking at the door today.
He's scaring little kids like he likes to do.
Right. He's the scary guy. He's the
But
scary
he
guy.
only eats their left sock. He only eats their left sock. I don't know why.
That sounds about right. I wouldn't even argue with that. About producer Joe. All right. So we are gonna get into the Mets 7-game winning streak. What's going on with the starting pitching? What that has led to in the bullpen.
Yeah.
We got some MVP talk. We're gonna talk through some MVP stuff here. About somebody who was not even an all-star. But we'll get into that, and then we're gonna start the show. I'm gonna call out a certain producer and a lack of belief from just a couple of months ago.
Oh, man.
But first, let's start the show. All right, welcome back in here. So, really quick, I went back because right at the start of June we were talking about why can't the Mets just turn that 8 and 18 May into a turnaround in June, which is what actually happened, right?
Right.
So this is what producer Joe had to say when asked if the Mets can.
Oh boy!
Are we going to the videotape?
Have the turnaround. Ready?
I look annoyed.
I want to get producer Joe's quick response on that. Can the Mets flip it around in June?
Even if we go 19-9, that only puts us 2 games over. I mean, it's
there's the poop.
Jesus Christ!
It is what it is.
Where's
It's the truth.
There's a new deflate gate, everybody. Forget about Brady. There's a new deflate gate.
That was quick.
yeah. No, I just you know what the Jekyll and Hyde. You said it in the
There it
preview.
is.
The Jekyll and Hyde, they could lose 7 in a row, they could win 7 in a row. Until they find some consistency, I'm not going to put any hope in.
No hope. Not buying it. Not putting any hope.
I'm not buying it, and I'm not hoping for anything other than
Joe's cheap though. He doesn't buy many things.
entertaining season. That's it.
Does he realize that since June 1st, the Mets are the second best team in baseball?
Is that a fact?
Really?
Yeah.
So we're not just 2 games over. We went from 11 under to 12 games over.
Yeah, and in that stretch, we're 21 games over.
Wow.
Thanks for your non-belief, Joe.
We're 100-win team
buying
playing for 90.
Well, listen. Even though Joe didn't believe much at that time, it was a really hard ask, man. Honestly,
It was.
It was a really hard ask. I mean, you gotta realize that. I mean, look, we're like basically tied with Atlanta, and they were crushing us in the beginning of the season. We're basically tied with them. I
Weren't
mean,
we as far as like 18 or 17 games out of the Phillies also?
we were very far. That we were, dude. We were sunk. It was a hard ask, man. But these guys. What's that?
101.574.
That's the percentage when you times 627.627 by 162. We're a 100-win team playing for 90.
Wow. Okay. All right. Sure.
All right.
It makes you happy. Go.
It does make me happy. I go to sleep playing with these numbers in my head and lineups, and it helps me sleep. It's like counting sheep.
A Met fan in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get to the most recent. George, what's going on, sir? Let's get to the most recent stretch here of Mets goodness.
Don't do that.
I at least I was not afraid to admit that I was a little scared, little nervous about that White Sox series because it's a little trap series or none, but they proved to be the White Sox and pretty much a cakewalk. They've now been swept 22 times this year. We were the 22nd. Then the Red Sox
to take the 62 Mets record.
Yeah, hell yeah. But freaking they beat the Orioles last night. I'm watching. I'm scoreboard watching them. I'm scoreboard watching.
Come on, dude.
Hell
really?
yeah. The White Sox, I'm watching them lose every night, but they how high the Orioles, they lose 8-1 to the White Sox at home.
Is this a White Sox show?
No. Jeez. Hurtful. No, okay, so during the 7-game stretch, also, by the way, you remember that little stupid like week and a half bullshit that we went through, like right after the All-Star break?
Yeah,
like it was like a couple games under 500. And remember, I had switched.
Up, yeah.
I had switched to the Mets band for my Apple Watch, and I said I finally got tired of it. And right before the Marlins series, where it took 2 out of 3, I switched back to the Spider-Man,
and
lo and behold, look at what's going on.
Well, yeah.
So Spider-Man's a Met fan.
You know what you should? He is. You know what you should do? You should give that. You should give that little band to Grimace, and then you got double the power. Okay, and ride that out until the end of the season.
I was at the game in Shea Stadium when Spider-Man got married. I was.
No, I'm laughing at Spider-Man getting married.
Even if you weren't, how would we know?
Hey, you in the comment. I can't mention your name or anything until you do your spiel. You make your joke.
I know what's going on with that guy.
Don't you're trying to skate by with all there's exciting times. So you were just gonna be lax on the rules now. No.
You know, Jesse Winker has given more to the Mets than a certain unnamed person.
Excuse me.
I said unnamed person.
Cowbell in the house. Hey, Cowbell, both of you and Pinman were on SNY for an extended period of time the other day.
All over the place, guys. Yep. All over. Cowbell's with the OMG sign going like that.
Amazing.
I was laughing. I was cheering him on.
Yeah.
OMG is right, sir. Yes.
Yeah,
Citi Field, right? Hey,
we're doing really good.
That's my new favorite shot. When one of the guys hits a home run down that right field line when he's making that turnaround first base with the lights going, the crowd in the background, goosebumps every time.
It's
goosebumps.
Very nice. With the lights really make it. The lights really make it.
All right, so big time during this stretch, we're seeing managers finally starting to let these guys pitch. 7 innings, 8 innings, Severino complete game, and domino effect, as we've been saying all year long. Starting pitching gets you deeper into games. Your bullpen's going to be a hell of a lot more reliable. And guess what? It sure the hell has been, right? Rodriguez, talk about the staff.
Dude, the plan is working.
Peterson, holy shit.
He's the Mark Vientos of pitching, honestly, because the revelation was with Mark Vientos when Keith and I were talking that one day. We said, what if Mark Vientos finally turns it around? And he turned it around as soon as we said it. We had to speak the words into the air for it to happen. And Peterson is pitching like a lefty. He's coming in on people. He's not pitching so afraid. He's throwing all his stuff for strikes. He's being aggressive. Everybody on the staff is doing the same thing. Even though I'm gonna say Manea, too bad this guy's not here to say that name. His favorite guy, Manea gets the benefit of that high strike zone, which is kind of good for him. But he's the next version of Fernandez. When Fernandez was on point, man, that guy was a nasty lefty that he would throw 5 of no-hit innings easy. He was a very, very good lefty. And Quintana is what he is, and the other guys are plugging in and doing their thing. Buto, a godsend to the bullpen. Lucky they had him to be able to try to rally behind him and get the bullpen right. They brought the guy in from the Marlins, that tall Spanish kid. When he's throwing well, His stuff is nasty.
Nasty.
The changeup that he threw yesterday, he threw a changeup yesterday. It just dropped, man. Like dropped eye level. It was nasty. You know, you got most of these guys back. Diaz coming in, and now it looks like he's throwing hard again. He's throwing confident. You can see the confidence in Diaz when he comes in, and you can see, and you can kind of know when he's going to be really, really good, or when he's just going to be so-so. When he comes in, and you see sort of like it looks like he's really, really determined. You know, some kind of look to him. He's very, very aggressive, and he easily throws 100. A lot of times he's kind of just coming in, doing the job, mopping it up, whatever. But a lot of times when you could tell when he comes in really, really ready to go. And after getting his stuff smacked around a little bit, he refocused himself and dedicated himself to coming in a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more focused, and just throwing strikes. You know, so the starters help the bullpen helps the starters. When you get these starters to go long, 7 innings at least, you know, 6, 7 innings at least. Listen, you got a better bullpen because of that. But yesterday they could throw the whole bullpen out. They could take the big drip and take him out and the 4th inning and come in with bullpen because it was well rested because of the other guys. You know, I don't know about that drip guy. He's starting to piss me off. He's getting mopey and dopey kind of. You know, he needs to follow Peterson.
Little driblet or whatever.
I was trying to remember.
Whatever you call him, I think it fits even better, bro. Because as big as he is, he's just a big doof, man. Just throw the ball, man. Just throw strikes, bro. He's 27, 28. He's got to be at that age, right?
Source, Google.
There you go. When in doubt, Google it. Google
More reliable than a producer.
You know? But that staff that we have in the bullpen, they're in sync right now. They seem to be in sync, and as long as you got good pitching from both sides, your team is going to be very competitive. And if you guys want to talk offense, let Keith talk offense if he wants to, because our offense is just sick, right, Keith?
Yeah, I want to touch real quick a little bit on the pitching.
What do you want to touch?
I want to touch you, baby. Whoa. The big drip is 25. So he's still young. No, he's 29. No, I'm sorry, he's 29. He should be coming into
25 in dog years.
That's a
yeah, he should be coming into his own now or next year. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to really see him doing anything. I think pitchers, some just come out and they're just, you know, I mean, they're just a miracle. Like Dwight Gooden. There's a lot of pitchers that come out of the minor leagues and they just pitch. But I think the average good pitcher in the American League, in the National League, or in baseball is somewhere between 39 and 29 and 32. They start really kind of coming into their own. I don't know why that is. It's just something I've observed. I don't have any science behind it or anything. But with Peterson, I would really like to see him get his cutter going a little bit more. You know, Al Leiter-esque coming up and in on the righties. Yeah, I would love to see that. But he's been really, really good. I mean, I'm not complaining at all. But it would be really cool to see him start breaking some bats and things like that too. And I think honestly,
that's just pitching inside. He has to stay aggressive.
Yeah, he has.
He'll break bats. He throws 94
after every pitch, and then he'll be Al Leiter. And that's not an insult. Al Leiter was awesome, man. But
he was very nice.
You know, I think 1 through 5. Just my last comment on pitching. I'll go to offense real quick. I think 1 through 5. We may have arguably the best staff in baseball right now. And I'm not saying career stat wise, I'm saying performance wise this year, especially since June 1st, where we've been the second best team in baseball, performing like a 100-win team, trying to get 90. So I think we're very fortunate. I think kudos to David Stearns for putting this team together. I didn't foresee this, honestly. I forgot what my prediction was, but it was probably like 500 or a little above, maybe 85 wins. And I think we're going to hit 90. In terms of the offense, it's funny because the key players in this offense, of course, you have Lindor, and Pete's having a bad year, but I'll take that bad year over most players in baseball. So, you know, we have that. What's his name? McNeil's coming around. He's been back to McNeil. slapping those hits and really being productive and scoring some runs for us. But truly, I think what we thought were going to be just role players have been key players. Bader, he's been very clutch at times. Then you have, and also our right fielder has been often injured this year. And we have all these role players coming in and just taking over. Iglesias, really commanding second and third base. He's in there with his glove. He's been coming in for defensive replacement. Speaking of defensive replacement, the fact that the Mets, Mendy is okay putting a defensive replacement in the 6th inning and it doesn't look bad, it's just awesome because Iglesias is not necessarily a downgrade. He can smack a couple of hits too. And his glove is just fantastic. I can go on and on and on, especially our key players, catching, Torrens, throwing out runners at second. I mean, it's been a lot of fun to watch. Whatever happens this year, all I can say is I did not expect to have this much fun watching Mets baseball. I would love to see Pete catch fire a little bit as we get down the stretch. I think it'll really push us over that edge and just shoot us to the top of the wild card spots. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
so I was a little all over the place. Sorry, but I'm like so excited about the way this team is playing. My thoughts are so scattered. I'm like, yes.
I think I had the Mets going like 5-6 games over 500 too, and exciting down the stretch. But I didn't. That excitement down the stretch for the wild card teams these days could be, hovering around right around 500 or even a couple of games below 500. This team is excelling in basically every area right now. So this team that's right now a half game out on the outside looking in is not, to Keith's kind of point about the 100-win potential, this is not the same team that started the year. That's kind of the bottom line on this. So though they're on the outside looking in, they're a far better team than where they are positionally right now in the standings. Catching up, we got a few comments here. Cornet, who we haven't seen in a bit. McGill is what he is. A depth who are valuable when he has options. When he's out, he loses that value.
What's up, Cornet? How you doing, man?
Just imagine if we've won 2 of those 5 games. Which one? Oh, to begin the year? Yeah, I always say every game counts, even in April, but you feel it differently. Yeah, again, it's the feel of it all.
627 baseball, which is 127, aiming for 90.
Jonathan, he's been amazing. Future is bright, says Cornet. Definitely a better year than expected and not done yet. And not to wish bad upon others, but Verlander's having a poor season. So is Scherzer having a poor season, and it just finally you can say the Mets absolutely without a doubt did the right thing in dumping those guys, paying their salary, and bringing in some of these younger players and replenishing the farm system. So again, not to wish bad on them, their performance, but it's good to feel it as a Mets fan that we won. We won that trade deadline last year, and we're headed in the right direction for it. And Verlander let us off the hook on $17 million. Appreciate that, buddy.
A lot of money.
Right?
Soto
money. Soto money.
That's what it's supposed to be for.
When do we get JD back?
McGee?
No, JD Martinez.
Oh.
He's back already.
Back now. Yeah.
He should be back.
We've been doing this a lot without him. Hopefully he comes back and gets one for the baby.
Well, he hasn't been gone that long, but
he's a good bat though. Losing him for 5 games is always
he's a fantastic bat. He's the reason the Mets are hitting. They follow him. When Alvarez is starting to follow him now and hit the ball to the opposite field,
finally
Nemo's coming out of his slump and hitting the ball hard to the opposite field. Winker hits the ball to left center. I mean, these guys are following JD's example. It's a huge part of this offense. I've said it, and I didn't even believe I would even ever have to say this, but he's the difference maker, man. I know I know Lindor is the guy who produces day in and day out, but JD has basically taught these guys how to win. And, that's how I see it. And Mendoza has been a great manager for them. Steady, hasn't gotten too flustered. A couple of mistakes here and there that you could say, oh, why did he do that or whatever, and it turned out wrong. But on the most of the time, he yanks these guys out, and he finally got Hefner to do his job. Now he's actually almost earning a paycheck.
Good
I'm going to
choice
say
out there.
almost earning a paycheck. So get your ass out there and talk to these guys that are sitting here with a little pamphlet and tell me little secrets about your mother. I don't need to know these things. Go out there and talk to your pitchers. That's all I'm saying.
Manager of the year?
It's all Rodriguez has ever asked. Manager of the
Mandy-
year is an absolute possibility. Again,
100%. I think if there's anybody that has gone through a tough season, it's this dude. And the fact that he's got these guys in the playoffs and is making all these really good moves and actually keeping the team hopeful and alive, and hasn't done a what's the other guy? Remember the guy that we had from Cleveland that came in with a mustache and a uniform, a construction worker uniform? He came in and started raping women. What's that guy's name?
oh my God.
And then Beltran gets caught for being a cheater. And then all these managers have had all these problems. And we got a guy manager that puts on his hat and his ears are flopping out. He looks like a goofball. And now he's a skanky third base coach.
Everything went downhill after TC left.
Oh, 100%, man. Jeez Louise. And poor Buck Showalter got the short end of the stick.
Big time. Terzio, I think you might be the only one
100%.
having volume
100%,
issues. So
Caldwell.
why don't you come out, leave, and go back, or switch to YouTube?
No, physically go out of your room and then come back into your room.
Get out. I've just the degenerate in me looked up the National League Manager of the Year odds, and currently Carlos Mendoza is third in odds. First is Pat Murphy from the Brewers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Second
but why?
is Mike Schilt from the Padres.
Nope.
We're neck and neck. I mean,
ours is better.
And the start was I don't
2
know.
months.
I don't know.
2 months
So
of
all we
crap,
gotta
dude.
do is
And actually, he's tied with the Phillies. Rob Thompson.
Oh, that should never happen. Sacrilege right there, man.
Especially the Phillies have not been both them and the Yankees. They had great first halves, and they're still like 20, 25 over 500 because they built that buffer 40 games or whatever over 500 at the beginning.
So they did it. They've both been really good teams. Unfortunately, I hate them both.
For sure. Unfortunately,
we have 9 more wins than them since June 1st.
On pace for 100 wins, but we're
aiming for 90.
We're aiming for 90.
Right. Let's shot for 8. Let's go for 80.
All right. Let's have a serious discussion. Cowbell read my mind here. Serious discussion on National League MVP. Now, realistically speaking, Shohei Ohtani's winning the award. We can say whatever we want because he's just so far ahead. If he goes 50-50, you can't even.
Dude, it's half a player.
Wait. I understand that, but the odd, like he's beyond the favorite in Vegas. Not that means everything. And the argument is
he gambles. It's going to be most of his money that he put on himself to win the MVP. He's going to get it all back. How you think he's making money? The Dodgers don't even have to pay him anymore.
How about that? The stat that I sent you guys. Okay, so all he does is come to the plate and hit baseballs, right? That's all he does. Lindor's playing elite defense. He stepped on the field for 1,224 innings in between the lines to actually play baseball when Ohtani has Cero. Average with runners in scoring position, Lindor 265, Ohtani 217. Average in high leverage situations, Lindor 291, Ohtani 247.
It's called choking. Choke Ohtani.
So you remember even when Lindor was having a good season, it was last year, the year before, the the douches on the New York radio were like, "Oh, okay, well he's padding his stats when nothing matters. He can't do it in the clutch." Well, eat it, everybody, because all he's been is clutch day after
That's
day after
all
day.
he does, bro. That's all he does, guys.
How many doubles does he have? Isn't he approaching 40 doubles?
Some crazy.
I thought he had more than 40. I thought he had 43 or something. No, or maybe I'm wrong.
And he might get to 100 RBI. What is that? 86. This guy
Yeah, I mean,
from the leadoff spot. Imagine 30 some odd home
30
runs.
shortstop, dude. It's 30
shortstop.
A shortstop every day.
100 RBIs.
defensive skills, 100 RBIs.
As of last
I
night,
mean,
he had 98 runs scored.
He plays every
it's-
game, every inning of every game he's playing. If he can, they have to pull him out.
All right, Cornet, take it easy, buddy. Good to see you.
Take care,
Hey,
Cornet.
Cornet, take care.
He's got 38 doubles. But
You
that
see-
probably don't include last night's stats. I think he had a double last night.
38 doubles, really? That's
Yeah.
good.
So,
I thought he had-
George, that's exactly kind of what I was saying. Should be Lindor, but Ohtani will get it.
Yeah. So
And then the
I
conversation
can't believe
becomes
that yet.
really interesting if the Mets do make the playoffs. If they don't make the playoffs, then it's like, all right, Ohtani's going to get it for sure. But if they make the playoffs, that's a strong argument. The season that he's had, Keith, especially not an all-star, but an MVP candidate. I
Well,
don't know.
Snubbed. He should have been an all-star. He got snubbed.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he didn't get the vote, but the manager should have known better to put him in because he just should have known.
Who is the
better.
manager? Who Braves up 1-0 in the first. David Piccolo. That's a brand new name, fellas. David Piccolo. Keeping us updated on the Braves score, up 1-0 in the first.
Hey,
Stupid
David.
Rockies.
Thanks for
You still
tuning
playing the
in.
Rockies?
Yeah, it'll be nice, David, to see the Braves lose tonight, so we tie up. But they're playing the lowly Rockies, unfortunately. So we'll see what happens. I think they are in
It
Colorado.
can
right?
happen.
You
Anything
never
can
know.
happen.
I thought they were in Atlanta, but hey, the White Sox beat the Orioles 8-1 in Baltimore last night. Anything
Right.
could
There
happen.
you go.
But if I could just weigh in on the MVP thing real quick, right? So
Please.
just like George said, Ohtani's going to get it, but Lindor deserves it. Lindor, he's out there every day, but there's a lot of little things Lindor does that people aren't taking into account, unfortunately. Obviously, his fielding, that's front and center. He should get a Gold Glove this year. I hope they don't rob him of that too. But just his pure leadership. I mean, he'll strike out and then on his way to the bench, have a quick chat in the next batter's ear and tell him what he's seeing and help his team. He's a leader in the locker room and obviously on the field. And just his straight energy level is pure leadership itself. You know, it's catchy when somebody has that kind of energy. Like Iglesias, you see how he thrives when he's around Lindor. This guy is more than on the field. He's also off the field, which does count, but probably won't be taken into consideration. And he's going to go out there probably, I think, 162 this year. I don't think he missed any games. He didn't close a closet on his finger or anything like that. So to me, he really should be the MVP. Ohtani is an amazing player. I mean, the guy might go 50-50. Wow. But, you know, he's a batter. He's not a baseball player. He's a batter. Is he still pitching? I don't even know what his pitching.
He's not pitching this year.
Yeah, so he's just a batter.
That's the thing. He's doing nothing else.
He's an amazing batter.
And now 50-50 is insane, like to even think about. But again, look at the
Not
all-around
insane
player.
if you don't play, dude. You're not playing.
Most valuable player. If you take here's my secondary argument is that if you take Ohtani out of that Dodger lineup, they're probably pretty damn good. They still have Betts. They still have Freeman, all stars, future Hall of Famers. Lindor, you take out of that lineup, off of the Mets, and where are they?
Done.
Where are they? Right?
We can get away with
Who's your
it for a
leadoff
game or
guy?
two, but over any long stretch, that's bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So most valuable player to me is if you take that guy off the team, you're done.
I'll be honest with you.
It's
I'm the Dodgers.
self-explanatory.
Dodgers.
It's self-explanatory. It says it in the name.
Those three should be taking MVP votes away from each other. Like there should be a lot of split amongst Freeman and more Ohtani, but some votes for Freeman, some votes for Mookie Betts. That's insane. The first three they hit back-to-back
I'll be honest,
home runs last
Think
night.
about that.
Mookie Betts has been injured, but if he was out there every day, he would deserve it more than Ohtani.
Yes.
Based off
If
of
you
the back of the card, what you would expect him to perform if he was out there every day, he would be more of a candidate than Ohtani. You know,
if you
and
don't play the
Ohtani's
field, you don't
amazing,
deserve it.
but he's a
You
half
don't
player.
deserve it. He's not even, dude. If you don't play on the field, if you're not on the field day in and day out, or even if Ohtani was on the field 100 games this year and he's putting up these numbers, I'm like, yeah, dude, you deserve it. But guess what? This guy is playing every day on both sides of the field, man. Both sides of the game he's playing. And he's doing the intangible things like Keith is saying. He's talking to the guys. He's leading the team. He's being supportive of all the other players. He's basically helping Vientos become a better third baseman by just being there for him. Having him knowing that Lindor's behind him gives him freedom to play a little bit looser, play a little bit better. You know, all these things matter. Him and Iglesias as the double play combination, as good as it gets with the squirrel. Pretty good. So this guy's
Thank
doing
goodness
it
you
all.
turned that around.
Can you throw
Yeah.
F4's comment up
Well,
there?
you know.
Yes.
Says, bro, you can't comment on Ohtani and not even know that over a year ago he blew his elbow out. Come on, man. We know he blew his elbow out.
Yeah, obviously he didn't blow it out enough because he still can swing a bat. So
right. Number one and
when
number two, what does that have to do? He can still play first base, right? I mean, if he can swing a bat like that, he can play first base. So I don't know how that fits in the argument. But I'm not saying what he's doing is not amazing. It's historic. I mean, but
you could say it because it's actually really happening in front of us. He blew his elbow out, but he's not playing the field. So we can say that because it's the truth. He's not playing the field. He's half a player. That's what the truth is. So whether I say it or not, it's the truth.
He should get the Silver Slugger, that's for sure.
Definitely.
I mean,
absolutely.
You know?
Have at it.
Yeah,
Have at it.
Yeah.
But the most valuable player to lead your team would still be in first place in that division if it wasn't for Ohtani. And if you're talking MVPs, Farace said it.
Yep.
You know, it is what it is. That's the truth.
The Rockies have tied up the Braves. Tied up 1-1. Phillies up 1-0 over the Marlins. Little scoreboard update there.
Who changed their walk-up music, Frank? Lindor?
When? No.
Farace
Got
changed
sunshine on
his
a cloudy
watch.
day.
Farace changed his watch.
I did.
Man. That's what
did it.
And why did it say Odell Beckham Jr. on his thing?
You think Ohtani needs your help, Farace?
Odell Beckham Jr.
Put the Frank comment back up. See, OBJ?
Oh, my God. Okay.
One-handed catch.
They play 4 tops
and 3 bottoms.
I don't know. Let's just move, okay? This is getting really dangerous.
I didn't know what he was talking about.
Don't encourage either one of them.
Let's talk the next set of games out of the last 22 for the season, fellas. 22 games left, half game out of the last wild card spot, 4 games out of that top out. Actually did
22 more wins.
Did played today? Arizona.
I don't know.
Arizona played.
They probably play tonight.
I think George said that
my head gets cut off.
that they lost. So the Padres are now ahead of the Diamondbacks. So we are 3.5 back of the Diamondbacks. Of the Padres at the moment, and we are 2.5 back of the Diamondbacks. So they did lose today. And if somehow the Rockies can please just do me a favor, win the damn game in Atlanta, we'd be tied up heading into the series against the Reds.
We can get to be the number 1 team, dude. And let's not just think about Atlanta. Think about winning every game and be the number 1 wild card team. That would be fantastic. That would really hurt people's feelings.
Can I take it a step further? Can we get
What?
to like within 5.5 of the Phillies right before we play them 7 times?
I would love to get to the dude. Let's get to them. Let's take them on. How far are they ahead of us? 12? 15 games?
No, 7.5.
100?
Oh, before
7.5?
they were like 18. Now it's 7.5. So if you can get a couple of games before the Philly series,
We play them 7 times. I thought it was only
7
4.
more times, Heath.
Oh,
4 and 3. Let's go.
Dude,
You win the division. First of all, you win the division. Lindor's your MVP. Mendy's your manager of the year.
Stop. It's over. It's over.
This is what happens.
Yeah. You just write it down and just send it. That's it.
Frank was talking about Lindor. They play My Girlie. They do. I think that's for his daughter and his wife, Frank. Yeah, he does.
Oh.
Whatever. Whatever it is.
Okay.
There it is. To me, 7 games versus Phillies and 3 versus the Braves will be huge. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you're already in striking distance, 7.5 out with 7. And not that the odds are in your favor, but you're within striking distance when you were 18 or 17, whatever it was, games out of that first place.
Dude, if we're 7 games out with 7 games to play against the Phillies, you can't ask for more than that. I mean, you got a shot. As long as you don't lose the first game and then you just choke.
Let's win 33 in a row.
Let's do it, baby. Wow, that was like a quick in and out.
That was weird, right? You guys it happened to you guys too?
No, just you.
No, just you.
But
happened again.
And I went boop when he came back, which is even more funny because I felt like I booped your nose. Boop.
Real nice sound there.
All
right.
So weird. You're so weird.
All right, let's talk this upcoming series, fellas. The Reds 68 and 73 doing nothing. Coming to town. 12 games over 500 after 11 below 500 for the New York Metropolitans. I have no idea who Cincinnati's running out there. I don't care. We're going to demolish this team, by the way. Minaya goes on Friday, tomorrow night, 11-5, 3.35 ERA. By the way, quick shout out. I know that I've complained some about the Mets schedule this year, but thank you for giving the Mets the night off on opening night for the NFL. Chiefs and Ravens coming up in 20 minutes. We got to get our bets in. Degenerates. All right, Minaya, 11-5. 11-5, 3.35 ERA. And as we get into future episodes, we got to start talking about whether these are some guys that we want to re-sign and bring back in as, you know.
Manaya's not coming back.
Not at all.
He's opting out.
Yeah, no, to get a better deal. He could still re-sign with the but we're getting ahead of ourselves. That's
Corbin Burns told the Orioles he don't want to come back.
That's who I got my eyes on. You get Burns and Senga, and then you got a 3-4 for what Peterson's there. Okay, stop. Let's focus in on this season. Quintana goes on Saturday. That's a 4-10 start. Quintana 7-9, 4.27 ERA, and then on Sunday again, the Reds have no pitchers at all showing. 140 start on Sunday. Severino, another guy. Got to start thinking. 10-6, a 3.84 ERA. Cowbell says, "Remember, we were 7 games ahead with 10 games to play." Yeah.
Yes. We know that.
We'll never forget that.
1 game against the Braves, and what happened?
Stupid Glavin, you stupid. Oh, let's give up 12,000 runs in the first.
We should.
All right. I'm saying at the end of this weekend we got a 10-game winning streak. What you guys say, fellas? Not stuff that we have to do, but legitimately we're gonna hit 10-game winning streak after Sunday.
You think we're sweeping the
absolutely
Reds, huh?
Sweep the shit out of them. We're gonna rack up the brooms on the wall. That'll be 3 of them. 3 straight.
Who are we playing after the Reds? I'm sorry.
Don't worry about that. No, I'm kidding. We play the Blue Jays, and guess what, fellas? Spoiler alert: we sweeping their asses too.
Since June 1st, the Blue Jays had a 24th.
Farace's out of control.
Blue Jays are 7 games under 500. They're in last place, floundering. They're finding out that some of these second-generation players are not what they may seem to be. Not Vladdy.
I think we're gonna come back to earth a little bit and just win 5.
Watch your mouth. What?
5 out of 6. I'm gonna go with you and say we're gonna sweep. I think we're sweeping the Blue Jays and taking 2 out of 3 from the Reds.
Okay. Next Thursday. We are going to be within striking distance of the Phillies going into that series, and this show is going to get insane. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that it's going to bubble over and shit's going to go haywire here. But all right, Rodriguez. Wait. Who are we losing game to? Blue Jays? Because it's away. Got a good away record.
He said we're losing to the Reds.
Oh, one to the Reds at home. You son of a. In front of Cowbell.
Sorry,
Cowbell being there wins us the game. Wins us at least one of those Red games.
But I think we're going up to Toronto, and I think we're going to teach them a lesson.
No, we got to sweep. We got to sweep. We got to sweep.
Do you know
everybody? We just got to win out. We have to win out.
The Mets record the next 33 in a row. I forgot.
Yeah, I don't know where your head's at. The Mets record for most wins in a row is 11. Let's knock it out. Knock it out.
They can sweep these two teams. They really can. The way they're playing now, they can do it. But they have they have to score a lot of runs first. That's the only way they'll win.
Football breaking news. In case you're rushing to go and do that and not want to watch us anymore, it's a heavy thunderstorm going on. Game is delayed until 8:40. So chill with us for a few more minutes. We can do it. We got a fun-loving team, so we're going to surprise everyone. Now, the moment that the Mets make the playoffs, Steve Cohen doubles his budget for the offseason. Guaranteed. He's like, shit. This was a punt year? This was a punt year?
Are you kidding me? They make the playoffs?
Eat it, Scherzer.
Soto's coming. Soto is going to be
$500 million. Give him $700 million. I don't give a shit. It's not my money. I could care less. Give him $700 million.
Rodriguez makes $68 million a year. You know that?
This year he made them 20. Stupid Dodgers and their stupid shenanigans. They're pretty smart about that. I'll be there. Rock the cowbell. Get this team to the playoffs. Hey, cowbell. Tell everybody that you know in your section, which is the whole Citi Field, about the show. Have them come over and watch.
Cowbell knows everybody.
He does.
I love cowbell out there. Man.
Listen, Gary was talking about you guys. I think he said, cowbell and Pinman are together. You know, something's going on. Something's going on down there.
There it is.
How much seen Signman? Is he still out there?
Didn't he die in like the 70s, dude?
No, he was alive. I used to see him.
Was it Warner Wolf?
Oh, that's right.
Warner Wolf was Signman.
He got the sign in front of his old age community and got shot and killed by.
Boca's a tough city, man. Don't think it's not that. They're pretty tough.
All right, Rodriguez, did you? What do you got for the next games?
I'm really feeling a sweep the way they're playing. I think they're capable of sweeping. So I'm just gonna go with that. It doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong, but I'm thinking we can double sweep them. Yeah, honestly.
4 straight sweeps. That's 13 in a row, breaking the Mets record.
It's the only way to get to the playoffs, bro.
This is the way. This is the way. And then I know since producer Joe's not here, I'm allowed to go a little bit further into the future on the schedule. We only got 22 games left. Producer Joe will probably yell at me.
I mean, how future you want to go? You already went 6 games into the future.
Just real quick.
The schedule.
After this next 6 games, you got the Phillies and the Nationals, and then the Phillies, Braves, and Brewers.
That's gonna be a tough way to end the season.
That's what I'm saying. That's
why we have to sweep now.
Load up on these next 2 series. 13 straight games. We'll be at 17-5, says Terzio. I like where your head is at.
Thank you, Terzio.
Indeed, I like it a lot. That's not the 33 in a row that Keith predicted and then reneged on, but that's what happens.
Is that behind you? Is that a Sports Illustrated football phone that you got when you got a subscription as a teenager?
No, this guy here.
Is it? Oh, no.
This is a Post-it.
Oh, cool.
Thing.
Let's go Giants.
That's so dumb.
I don't actually put Post-its there because it's 2024. Who uses Post-its anymore?
I
You guys?
thought you subscribed as a
It was
teenager to
dumb in
the,
1985.
get the swimsuit issue, you know.
Was it a lotion dispenser?
Tissue dispenser or lotion or dual. All right, moving along.
See, now you're moving into 2024. Dual lotion.
It's the
tissue
one that have
dispenser.
the ones that have the lotion in it. Remember those ones that those little tissues that
Oh,
had
the
the
tissues.
drop a lotion in it? They used to advertise that.
Terzio, Rogers is probably going to play 4 games. That's it. But let's reel it back into the Mets. Let's go round robin here as we head on up out of here. Keith, what you got?
I got hope, Joe.
Yeah, that's not like producer Joe.
I got a lot of hope. Just little nugget for everybody out there. The Mets have the second
Another
best
nugget.
record in baseball since June
gross.
1st.
Really?
Yeah, with the percentage of baseball we've been playing since June 1st, we'd be 101 win team.
You don't
Heck,
say.
We're hoping for 90 at least.
I wish he didn't.
Listen, we
say
won
it.
101 2
He's
years ago,
saying
and we
it.
got beat in the first round.
Yeah, unfortunately. No, all kidding aside, what an exciting time to be a Met fan. I really feel, I don't know, Met fans, all of you Met fans watching this will be the only ones that can understand. I feel that Met magic. I didn't feel it when we had Scherzer and all that. I just didn't. I was super excited, but I don't feel that magic. I felt it in 2015. We lost in the World Series, but there was some real magic that year.
Can you feel
I'm
it
kind
coming
of
in the
feeling
air?
that magic this year.
Night.
So I just want to say fuck it to the entire Major League Baseball, except for the New York Mets. And
Wow.
I want to see us thrive. I mean, if we can get first place, that would be amazing. But I'll take a wild card spot for now. Get us in. We're dangerous. We can pitch. Our bullpen's clicking, and we can hit with the best of it. Nobody's going to want to play us. Let's go Mets.
I like the Fuakata to the rest of baseball. Love it. Rodriguez, what you got?
Because it was a
All of baseball.
confident Fuakata.
All
Wait, I
of
just found this
baseball.
sound.
It's even better.
This must be producer. It's labeled producer Joe.
What am I hearing?
No, it's really labeled.
Tyler McGill, I'm hearing? Can you do
I
that?
never knew what that was before.
It's Tyler McGill.
Did you ever know what that? I never knew what that meant when he played that. But he has it labeled as poop and milk, which is his middle name.
Poop dropping in milk. To me, it sounds like the little drip. The little drip
Yeah.
droplet.
I used to like that sound, and now it's poop and milk.
Guess you don't like it anymore, do you?
It sounds cool in the headphones. Though.
All right. Well, since
All right,
everybody
Rodriguez,
else
what
seems
you
to be
got?
hearing it but me, I guess it must
can't
be
hear
really
it?
cool. I can't hear it. No.
Whoop. It's funny.
For real?
No, I can't hear it.
Maybe because you're on your phone.
Maybe because I'm on my phone. Maybe. Nope. Don't hear it.
You didn't hear that either?
Nope.
Wow.
It's because the show's in what do they call it, mono, and you only listen to one side.
All right, Rodriguez, what you got here on the way out?
Read these two monos. Dude, we got to win out. Every game is a must win. Cowbell Man said it. I've said it. Farace's saying it. I'm going to say it for Keith. Every game is a win game. We have to win out. And that's the only way to make sure that we get to the Phillies, because it would be heaven just to take first place away from the Phillies. It would just make the year a fantastic year to take first place from the Phillies and go to the playoffs as a division winner. Are you kidding me? Oh, and Brian Holmes sucks all day.
It's not my fault.
It would be great. It would be great. So let's bank on that. I'm looking for first place. I'm looking for the division. I'm not even looking for the wild card anymore. I'm
That's
going
it.
with you, Farace. I'm
You
going
joined
with
me.
you.
Yes.
I think, you know what? I think you've done it. You might have convinced me to lose my mind. I'm going for first place. I want it. I don't care what it takes. I'm stepping on people's heads. I don't care what we got to do. Let's get first place,
go.
guys. Let's go, Mets.
Let's go. I say that if we do indeed do that and take over first place on this show, we call Brian Holmes' number and we just play this.
I concur.
Can't hear. The price is right. The losing one.
Oh, yeah. Oh man.
Hang up. That's it.
Oh, all day, all
What to
day.
do?
I'll set something up at dude,
Christopher.
you do realize I'm a phone guy, right?
He-
I'll set.
he-
I'll get him on repeater. I'll get him calls all day.
Do
Go nuts, George.
Yes. Terzio says the city would flip out for show.
Listen,
And you know, City's been rocking. I know it's the Reds, but got to come out and rock that Citi Field again this
Hey,
weekend.
everybody who was
Yeah.
watching this and enjoying it, please share it out. Let's grow this audience. Let's grow the
Share
Mets family.
like the OMG.
Yes.
Share it out.
Oh, my.
Um,
Let's do this. We got this. Let's go Mets.
if
To make that call with sound
If-
effect.
I
Absolutely,
have,
Christopher.
I have a suggestion. If we
That
go
would be-
to
that
Philly
would
for
be
some
it.
reason, when we call Brian Hom, we go, the Mets found your Achilles heel. Then we hit that sound.
Wow.
That's a joke, everybody. We hit that sound board and
I like it.
stop on it.
I like it.
That's a really mean joke. I don't know about that one. Wow. Wow.
All right. That does it for us. 22 games left. You got to put your all the belief, all the magic. Unlike producer Joe from several months ago, got to put all that juju into the Mets right now. Reds, Phillies, Braves,
So angry
Brewers.
when he comes back.
This is it's a tall task from once upon a time.
Dude,
All right,
baby seal time.
baby seal time. Put that I in my recap today from the sweep of the Red Sox. I apologized in advance to the Reds for what we're gonna do to them this weekend. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough weekend for them.
It's gonna be a baby seal beatdown, Red.
Baby Seal
coming.
beatdown. All right. On that note, Baby Seal beatdown. We will see you later. We'll talk to you next week, and we'll keep you updated on what's going on in the Facebook group. Peace out, everybody. Let's go Mets.
Put it, somebody!